Hello sword friends, I have an update on the Barrett Shobu Zukuri Katana. This is project part 2, the updating with the parts that I'm using and a general idea with what's happening, and that's already too long a title. Part 2, here we go. So I've decided to use this Roman urban Tsukashi skull-shaped Tsuba. Now if I had been more thoughtful I would have taken photos before I sent it off to be mounted, so all I have is this janky video from a vlog that I used some time ago. What I can say though is it's made by Roman Urban and I happen to have a Fuji that matches, but I don't have a Kashira, which means that the styling on this is going to have to be a little different. I do have some skull manuki that I believe are going to match reasonably well. They're pretty simple, but they'll go well in the overall theme with this Roman Urban Tsuba. That's the word. Alright bitches, it's time for MS Paint. That's right, I'm going to make an attempt to try and show you what is happening in my mind. So I have a basic outline of a sword with my MS Paint hand-drawn version of this skull Tsuba. At least you can tell that the blob, the misshapen part where the Tsuba goes, is the general idea. Though keep in mind this really isn't to scale because the blade is about 26, almost 27 inches, and the handle is going to be over 11 inches. So this is a very disproportionately short ska and a long saya, but I digress. You get the general idea. Here's the first kind of outline of what I'm thinking. The next step is picking kind of the Samegawa color and the Ito color and going from there, and also filling in the color on the Tsuba because it's not white. The thing I'm thinking about going is kind of a deathy theme with this thing. So I'm thinking like a bone putty colored Ito. I used a similar color Ito on a Rick Barrett sword some time ago. I thought it looked really cool, and I think if it aged and got kind of worn and ugly, it would even look better over time. So I'm thinking this kind of suede putty leather colored Ito over black Samegawa. The saya is going to be a black Ishime. I think it needs to be kind of dull. The Tsuba has a nice little sheen to it, but it's not overly glossy. The saya and Ishime have a nice kind of semi-gloss look as well that I think will match pretty well given the kind of dull and death-like theme. But I don't know, just a black saya isn't going to quite do it for me. What might look cool is if I can put some sort of bone inlay on the saya and wrap it around in such a way that it looks wound and bony and cool. I mean, ideally I could make the whole scabbard or saya look like a skeleton of some kind, but I don't think I can quite do that, especially not with the budget that I have. But this would look cool if I can inlay some bone on the saya. It would give a little bit of offset and look kind of neat, I think. I also need a Kashira. Now, as I mentioned, the Fuji is there and matches the Tsuba and was also made by Roman Urban, but I don't have a Kashira. Initially, the intent was to use horn, but I think that might be a little too dull. I'm going to see if I can make something look like a knuckle bone, or see if I can get somebody to make something that looks like a knuckle bone and put that on. So the Kashira will be white and made out of bone, and hopefully it'll look cool, and hopefully it doesn't destroy itself if you bang it on something. Anyway, that's kind of the general idea. I think I didn't draw the bone really well. It just looks like an ass at the end of the thing. But anyway, let me know what you think. Hopefully you think it's cool. Let me know if you have a better idea. And cheers. Thanks for watching.